Hey mamas, welcome back to Black Mamas Do Science. Today we have a fun experiment for y'all. We will be making fireworks in a mason jar. Don't worry, no explosives were used during this experiment, but we are excited to show you, so get ready. So mamas, these are the ingredients that you will need to do your fireworks in a jar. Again, no explosives were used, but still I definitely recommend parental supervision because as you'll see, Dax kind of did stuff on his own and we had a little spillage. So make sure that you're watching your kids at all times. Otherwise, you can end up like me. So learn from me. But these are the ingredients you'll need. You will need oil. You can use any kind of oil. We use vegetable oil. Then you will need food coloring. I recommend four different colors, not gel food coloring, just regular food coloring. And then you will need water and warm water at that, but you can use your tap water for that. You don't need to boil anything. And then a mason jar. And then you will also need some wooden sticks is what we use to do some stirring. But if you prefer to use a spoon, use a spoon. Hey mamas, once you are ready to do your experiment, go ahead, sit down with your kids, and you will pour roughly 4 tablespoons of oil into a bowl, not your mason jar, just a separate bowl. And then you are going to drop each color of your food coloring 4 to 5 drops. So blue, green, yellow, red, those are the colors that we use, and we drop a roughly, give or take, guesstimate, 4 to 5 drops of food coloring into the oil. Once your food coloring's in there, you are gonna use your spoon or your wooden stick to stir the food coloring in the oil. What you'll notice is that the food coloring is not going to mix with the oil. It's just gonna break it up. So it won't be the bigger globs. It'll be small, tiny globs of food coloring in your oil. You are going to set that aside and then bring your water, your warm water in your mason jar a little closer to you. So you will need to make sure that you filled your mason jar up pretty much full. I would say 3/4 full, if not a little bit more. And then you are going to use, you're going to pour your oil with your food coloring into your warm water. And then, as you'll notice, the oil is going to drop down into the water, but then it's going to rise, and we'll talk about why that happens later. But then you will notice that your food coloring will start to shoot down like fireworks from the oil into the water. And you'll also see, if you have a kid like mine that loves to stir, he just started stirring and then it turned our water, black. So definitely make sure they see it before they start stirring it, because it'll just mix the colors in the water for you. But if you are able to see it, get a close-up of it. I'll show you a close-up, but you'll see the food coloring start shooting down, and that is your fireworks in a jar. Hey mamas, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We love doing these videos with you, and so we hope you are enjoying it too. So make sure you like and subscribe. Okay mamas, this is the science behind our fireworks in a jar. So you notice that when we put our food coloring in with our oil, that it didn't mix. Well, it's because basically, if you think about it like this, oil molecules match up with oil molecules and water molecules match up with water molecules. So the thing about food coloring is that its main ingredient is what? Water. So it did not mix with our oil. But when we poured it into our warm water in our mason jar, because oil is less dense than water, it floated to the top. And when it sat on top of the water, the food coloring, however, is more dense. And so it shot through the oil. Basically, it was like trying to break its way through. and it went down into our warm, clear water. And that's why you're able to see just the colors shoot down into the water, which created our fireworks that we see. So you can, I'm sure you can do this with any kind of oil. We just did vegetable oil, but just make sure that it's less dense than the water and that it'll sit on top of your water so that your food coloring can shoot through into your clear water. And also make sure that the water they use is clear. I wouldn't have like colored water already. You won't be able to see it as well. But yeah, so that's the science behind our fireworks in a jar. Okay, mamas, well, that is it for our science experiment for the week. We really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully your kid didn't go rogue and just dump everything out like mine did. I really, really hope they didn't, because Dax made a mess. But we really hope you enjoyed it, and we will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.